After a swift victory against the Clone Trooper Army's military police, Commander Clyde stood with his troopers who were rebelling against the Grand Army of the Republic and addressed them. Guys, excellent work defending in the last battle. That was swell. That was swell. But now we gotta go and attack them. A little counterattack should get them off our backs, and then we can live all under the rule of King Clyde. All we're gonna do is attack their military base police station, where a bunch of our soldiers are being held prisoner. We infiltrate that, we free our soldiers, and we get them back into our army, and the military police will be a little bit weaker. One clone trooper in the army he was addressing spoke up. "My Lord Clyde, I will fight with you on any front line. I cannot wait to see ourselves in action once again together." Oh, no, I'm not fighting. Nah, dude. I'm gonna chill here with a garrison. You guys go fight that battle. I am not heading out there to be shot. Or not that you guys will be shot. No, you'll be okay. Trust me. No, there's no danger in this. It's an assured victory. But just be careful. You know, it's the military police. They're pretty good. I mean, they're not that good. We're better. Just, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking. Go do your mission. Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to let you know that I will be live on twitch.tv/dailytactics right when this video goes live. So after you watch it, you can head on over there and play some games with us. Link is in the description below. All right, enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we are doing more of the Clyde trilogy. A lot of you guys really enjoyed the first episode where Clyde had a clone trooper uprising and had to defend it against military police who were sieging his castle, and so this is going to be the sequel of that, and then we'll do a third episode as well, and then if people still enjoy this series of Clyde, then we will do more. But either way, in the second episode here, Clyde's army has been sent by Clyde to go and siege the military police's police station here, where a bunch of clone trooper uprisers are being held prisoner. I mean, it only makes sense that they're being held prisoner. They did, try to desert the army and start a revolution along with Clyde, but Clyde has not forgotten about them and has sent the bulk of his army to go and try and take them back from the military police. But the military police saw this coming, and they've set up some pretty stark defenses around their military base here. They've got E-Web turrets, they've got free-roaming troopers, they've got stationary troopers, they've even got like ARC troopers, ARF troopers, some of the K9 units are in here. Basically every type of clone trooper military police is in here, including airborne. Who knew military police needed to be airborne as well? So yeah, there's quite a number of troopers here defending, and they have orders, if Clyde is to assault, they are to execute all of the prisoners who are being held within the prison cell over here. However, Clyde also has some tricks up his sleeve. He has troopers over on the flank who have cut some holes in the fence surrounding the police station, and they are going to do a side attack over here to try and get to the prisoners before they all die at the hands of these military police. So guys, it should be a really cool battle, and without further ado, let's get it going. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get it poppin', boys. Alrighty then, fellas. I say we go in slow-mo because I want to see both the main assault on the gate as well as what the prisoners are going to do. So let's go ahead and press start here. The prisoners are likely about to be shot up, but before they can, they go and they start kapooyaing the guards and taking their guns over here. The guards quickly react and start to try and shoot the clone troopers themselves, but it is pure and utter chaos. Both sides taking some extreme losses. A lot of the prisoners are just standing around because there aren't enough guns to go around. A few of them are charging forward, trying to kapooya some of these guards here, but it is a mass slaughter right now, and many of these prisoners are being killed or wounded in the course of this little battle, though they are taking out some guards, so it will make Clyde's overall army's job a little bit easier in the long run if they continue to, eliminate some of these enemies here. early on in the battle in the back lines. Now let's go to the front lines. While that is going on, the front lines is pure chaos here. A lot of the free roaming military police troopers are sort of backing out of the battlefield, running back to these lines over here instead of staying really far ahead. Both of the EWIB turrets on the front lines have gone down, and now it's just up to a few clone troopers who are holding these barricades up front here. They're still blasting into Clyde's army over here, getting some good shots. They are getting some kills on these clone troopers, but there are a lot of troopers in Clyde's army here attacking the front gate, and I see that they are actually coming around the flanks in the woods here and getting really up close and personal with these military police really early on in the battle. So this is a dangerous threat to the police station right now, and a really well coordinated assault by Clyde, which is kind of surprising because it's Clyde. Well, no one ever said he wasn't intelligent. He's just kind of a klutz, you know? So these clone troopers are actually entering into the gate. Another trooper hops onto the EWEB turret here. He tries to get some shots off, but ends up getting gunned down before he can. And that is it for the front gate defense right there. And more troopers a little bit further back now have to hold out against Clyde's forces as they enter on in here. Let's check in on the flanking units over to the side here through this cut part of the fence. Looks like none of them have entered on in. In fact, a lot of them ended up dying over here on the flank. There's a few left in sort of the weeds here in the forest, laying down next to the trees, trying to get some shots off, but the vast majority of these fellas over here have gone down very early in the battle. However, they did end up getting some good kills on the military police over here, so it's not all a bad thing. So really some diverse situations going on in the battlefield right now. At the front gate, Clyde's troopers are dominating, but on the flank, the military police are doing a great job. And then back here, let's check in on these prisoners. There's one prisoner left alive who's holding this corner with a DC-15A that he stole from the guards, but the majority of the prisoners are wounded or dead right now, so that's a bit of a problem. Clyde is going to be not receiving nearly as many troopers as he probably hoped for as reinforcements for his little clone trooper revolution here. However, I guess it did, you know, regardless of if they get troopers from this battle, it is a bit of a blow to the military police who are their enemies at the moment. So, you know, it might not all be for a loss here. Either way, let's go into normal speed here. I think we've been in slow-mo for long enough, and Clyde's troopers continuing to sort of enter on in the front entrance here, pushing further and further in. Lots of laser fire coming in at them here, but they're quick to respond with laser fire of their own. It's just constant warfare right now, and it's really unclear who is going to end up winning this battle. Few free-roaming military police troopers trying to push forward actually there, and maybe retake the gates there, but they are getting shot up pretty good. Not a good strat, boys. Not a good strat. Actually, a lot of military police just sort of running around every which way. I think there is sort of an unorganized counterattack trying to go on, but if I were the military police, I would just hunker down within the defenses that they've got set up here, and that's what a lot of them are doing. To be fair, lots of them, you know, behind these storage crates and whatnot, firing away at the attacking clone troopers. It's looking pretty good for the military police so far, but at the same time, it's looking pretty good for Clyde. This is actually a really even battle, really far in. I'm pleasantly surprised by how this battle is going for both sides. You know, neither side totally dominating the warfare, but rather both sides, you know, having some wins, having some losses. This is how a fun, you know, balanced battle should be, and it's good to have a good balanced battle every once in a while amidst, you know, some of the battles where it's just one side completely dominates the other. You know what I'm saying? Either way, Clyde's troopers moving past these storage units now and eliminating some of the guards that were within there. However, there's still more guards on the opposite side of the storage bins here. This is a multi-layered defense by the military police, so Clyde's troopers are going to be on constant assault. There will be no reprieves in battle for these troopers during basically the entirety of the battle. A lot of the free-roaming troopers ended up moving back towards the prison over here and are holding the doorway. That's obviously the key point of contest here. For the battle. This is where they want to hunker down and get as many kills as possible, and it seems to be working out. For the first time in the entirety of the battle, Clyde's troopers are at a bit of a standstill, not really able to enter in too far here, just due to the sheer numbers that are going on. But we got a bit of a grenading campaign. Those guys dived right on into the grenade there. Were they shielding their friends, or were they just being stupid? Oh god, that's horrible. It's good to see though that Clyde's troopers are close enough to get some grenades off, so that means that the military police could start dropping in droves, and a lot of these defenses could be susceptible to losses due to the incoming grenades, which is just a good strat all around. We got to remember there are a lot of Clyde's troopers still alive, even though they are kind of getting stuck at this position, and we can see that the military police are sending their free roamers forward, which is pretty good sign that they're getting a little bit too cocky right now, and I don't think they understand just how many of Clyde's troopers are left alive. Yes, they might be stopping their assault for now, but there's still a lot of them standing over there who will beat you up in this battle and, you know, lower your numbers and whatnot. So the military police got to be careful. They might be getting a little too cocky right now, and they might need to settle down a little bit here. Chief, settling down. Oh, guys, by the way, this is kind of hilarious, but GameStop follows me on Twitter now. I never expected a major game company to follow me on Twitter. I mean, to be fair, GameStop hasn't exactly had the best few years recently. I think they're trying to change their business model as we speak, but I don't know, it was really funny. They only follow like 300 or so people on Twitter, and one of them is Daily Tactics Twitter account. I don't know if someone randomly accidentally clicked my name when I like one of my tweets just happened to pop up or something like that. I don't know, but it's just the funniest thing ever to me. I think it's hilarious that GameStop follows me on Twitter. It's kind of cool. Like, this is one of the first major companies to, you know, follow me somewhere, which is funny. It could be a fluke. I don't know, but I just thought it was funny news that I wanted to share with you guys. Either way, back to the battle here. Enough of that nonsense of me blathering on about my Twitter. We got grenade warfare coming out the wazoo here, boys, and you know I live for this. Grenade Fest 2K20. Love to see it. Tons of nades coming on in, blowing up clones. It is brutal right now. We actually have some clones over here on the far right attacking at a new angle that we haven't really seen before. The military police have defenses way back here that I think that's what they're trying to go after right now. And it seems to be working. This is good. You know, they're not staying stationary to one strategy. They're open to trying out new angles and new attack plans, and that's how you adapt to defenses, you know. Your military plan can only go so far in the moment. You have to adapt, you have to change your strategy in order to win these battles, so Clyde's troopers do seem to be doing that. It's weird, they have such a faulty leader, and yet their strategy is some of the best we've ever seen from the AI so far, so pretty impressed by Clyde's troopers right now. Is there anyone left on the flank? No, all of the flankers ended up dying. If we look at the minimap right now, blue are Clyde's troopers, red are military police. I would say they're almost exactly even in terms of numbers right now, and both sides are taking extreme losses in this storage unit area. Military police are coming forward and dying. Clyde's troopers are coming forward and dying. It is truly a bit of a stalemate right now, and neither side is really able to get the upper hand at the moment. There's also still this one prisoner. Oh, he's within the prison block. I think he got himself stuck in this box. Buddy, well, I guess there's one prisoner Clyde can go save now. That's kind of funny. He's in a cell, we'll call it that, even though he's actually glitched into a box. He's being held in a cell. That's what it was. The rest of the troopers, for some reason, were out of their cells. It's whatever, you know, it's flimsy lore. It's a little flimsy lore. Either way, we're seeing Clyde's troopers on the flanks actually starting to get the advantage in these positionings, managing to come forward with a little resistance on the flanks. They should, you know, bring more men over that way. A few military police over on the side here, managing to get some shots off on those flanks. They're really the only ones holding them at the moment. You know, maybe Clyde's troopers shouldn't focus so much down the middle, but you go around the sides a little bit more, and it looks like that's what they're doing. So this is brilliant. Clyde's troopers are impressive, guys. I am thoroughly impressed by Clyde's troopers. This is some good stuff indeed. Oh, by the way, Army Men Civil War, I meant to mention this earlier on in the video. Normally Army Men Civil War comes out on Sundays, but today it kept on crashing, and I was kind of fed up with recreating the battle over and over again for it to just crash 5 seconds later. So I lost my patience a little bit with Army Men Civil War, and I'll probably do it sometime in the middle of the week. I'm thinking like Wednesday would be a good day to upload Army Men Civil War. So we're doing Star Wars for Sunday today. I know some people will be happy about that and some people disappointed, but I promise Army Men Civil War will be coming back it's a pretty infrequent upload schedule for that game anyway, so I'm sure most of you guys who are fans of it are kind of used to it. I hate to say it, but it's probably true. Either way, there is quiet on the battlefield now for the first time in the last 11 minutes of just constant warfare, and it's picking up once again. Actually, Clyde's troopers managing to get a few kills. This machine gunner right here managed to clap a guy in the head right there, but he does get shot in the side and goes down. Man, I really don't know who's gonna win this battle, fellas. This is a tight one. This is like one of the tightest battles we've ever had, I think. Military police are holding really, really well, but Clyde's troopers are adapting to these defenses and, you know, figuring out ways through, which is really, really impressive. This middle defense has certainly been the hardest point to take. It has been heavily, heavily contested, and it's dwindling in numbers, so it's becoming less and less strong, and I think that will mark its sort of downfall here, and then Clyde's troopers will be able to blow on through there. But then there's also still troopers back here who haven't really been involved too much in the battle just yet, so these guys will be another obstacle for Clyde. And then there's the interior here, which is, you know, a little bit dwindled in numbers considering the prison riot that went on inside, but at the same time, there's still a lot of troopers with a lot of choke points over there, though a few grenades could take care of those choke points really, really easily. So it just depends if the clones are willing to, you know, utilize grenades and, you know, adapt to the battlefield. But Clyde's troopers have already sort of proven that they're open to adapting to the battlefield, so it could definitely work out for them. Either way, quiet on the front right now, just a few shots going out here and there. Not a lot happening, fellas. Not a lot happening. What's gonna go down? We got movement inside the storage units here. Oh, bit of an assault, it seems. All right, a few more MPs going down. Oh, more grenades coming out. This guy's done for. Ooh, hate to see it, chap. All right, a few more MPs going down, but plenty more of Clyde's troopers going down. That might be the farthest a Clyde unit has made it in the battle so far. Actually, that's not true. There's that guy right there. But it's still very, very far and pretty impressive. Big assaults here from Clyde. They are rejuvenating the front lines here and, you know, putting all their men at work here. It's good to see, you know, a lot of times in battles when we get to this point, it's a lot of trickling in, but Clyde's troopers seem to be doing it, and they're not even squatting up, so that's rather impressive. This trooper is in the middle of the command center here. He just throws a grenade, a suicide kamikaze grenade right there. It does end up killing some troopers. I think these guys might just be unconscious. They're not actually dead. Yeah, they get back up, but that guy I think is dead. So good on that trooper there, sacrificing. He probably could have done it in a better way where he didn't have to die, but I mean, it's whatever. He wanted to be a martyr, I guess. That is the end of that little middle command center right there. There's a few more of the MPs back behind that storage unit, but the middle has been taken over by Clyde's troopers. Well, not necessarily taken over, but it has flushed out all of its troopers due to Clyde's assaults here. So we'll see if Clyde manages to push through with more soldiers. It looks like now the backlines of the MPs are starting to get their firing in here. So the battle is far from over yet as these MPs begin to lace some fire into these storage units here. Oh, love to see it. All right, I'm gonna take a big old swig of water, guys. Remember to be a hydro homie, guys. Drink up. Agua, delicious. It keeps you hydrated, it keeps you healthy, and you know, keeps the old pooper flowing. Boys, it is more important than ever to be a hydro homie in the wake of this virus. So remember to drink your water. Remember to drink your water. A little bit of action going on in the prison itself here now, as some of the guards are managing to fire out at Clyde's troopers from a distance there. Pretty impressive, but they do end up going down right there. I saw one Clyde trooper was like way forward over here. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he retreated back a little bit. That's what I would do. I think that was maybe a little too far forward there, Chief. I don't see his body. Oh, unless that's him. Oh, that's him. He's dead. And his buddy dies right with him. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. I also kind of like seeing the regular, you know, Phase 2 troopers in battle a little bit more here. I feel like it's kind of rare when we just have standard troopers in battles. It tends to be some sort of a legion with colors and stuff like that. You know, it's rather infrequent when we just go with vanilla troopers like Clyde's revolters have. So yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a little change of pace. It's a little bit of a return to normalcy here in the Clone Wars, which I kind of dig. I'm into it. Although I do like the colorful troopers. I would always pick, you know, colorful troopers if I had to choose over standard non-colored troopers, but, you know, every once in a while, you just got to go back to the classic, and it's nice. It's a clean look, you know. I do like these military police troopers, though. They're technically Coruscant guards, but I mean, Coruscant Guard were essentially police forces themselves, and I'm sure they, you know, dealt with military affairs as well, such as like POWs or whatever. So, you know, it just makes sense to have them as the troopers. And these are actually an add-on texture pack for the Coruscant Guard. I think it's an outdated texture pack that is no longer being updated. But I'm actually using a very old version of Galaxy at War right now, because that is where the vast majority of my texture packs are. So, and also a lot of maps. Like this map is for an old version of Galaxy at War, the one we're using right now, along with this texture pack. So it just makes sense a lot of the times for me to use an outdated version of Galaxy at War. Either way, Clyde's troopers are very, very small in number right now. These are all of them, but the prison guards are also very small in number. I would say Clyde's troopers still outnumber them like a tiny bit, but they're verging on almost even numbers totally. And I mean, this is going to be coming down to the wire in terms of who wins here, because there are a lot of choke points within this little prison base itself, and we're seeing a few clones already being susceptible to dying within it. So, yeah, see right there, like, rounding this corner, you are susceptible to a lot of fire. Both of these troopers go for grenades right now, which is strange. What is happening? Okay, that trooper completely dropped the ball on holding his angle, but these troopers are managing to hold their angle pretty nicely there. They managed to get a couple kills. That guy manages to slice him in the face. Oh, this guy pushes a little too far in there and tries to get for a grenade, but he wasn't really in cover. An allied grenade for the military police actually drives this guy out of his location, but Clyde's troopers do not act upon that. Alright, let's squad up Clyde's troopers here. It's what we do for basically all assaults when it comes down to the very end. So we'll just squad all these fellas up. There's also like 5 who are still in the woods, so we'll just bring them forward, I guess, and see what happens. Alright, so a few more Clyde's soldiers trying to come forward here. They do get kind of blasted before they can fully enter into the police station here. It's like Geonosis all over again, except a completely different battle. That voice line never makes sense. It's always funny when it's on Geonosis and they go, it's like Geonosis all over again. And it's literally on Geonosis. So, like, yeah, I guess you're technically right because it is Geonosis. Oh my god, a huge suicide charge from Clyde's troopers. What was that, fellas? Grenades coming in too, though. What was that? Why did they all just yeet in there? Oh my god. That was a mistake if I've ever seen one. Holy cow. We got a squad of troopers for Clyde left alive here. That suicide charge did break up a few of the MPs. It killed a few of them. But I'm not sure if it was enough. That free roaming MP does end up going down right there. Clyde's forces are very small in number now. A few of them just sort of marching on in right now. Alright, we're seeing probably the final assault here. Last few of Clyde's troopers pushing in. They end up running around here. Get some shots off! Kill him! Guys, come on! Oh, they actually grenade him. That does end up getting the kill on that guy. There's another MP hiding amongst the bodies back here. It's a strat. It's a strat. Camouflage. Dead body camouflage. He starts firing. He misses all of his shots. This guy's gonna get a nice little cheeky grenade off on him. Nice one. They're dead right there. And then this guy tries to round the corner. Ooh, and he gets blasted as he emerges. See, this corridor will be hard. They should probably flank around back, but I don't know if they're going to be intelligent enough to actually make that happen. Yeah, you never know. These clones can be a little bit stupid. And these clones are probably stupid if they're, you know, believing in Clyde. Their fearless leader, Clyde. Alright, got a little bit more movement from these fellas here. They're actually reevaluating their positioning. Surprisingly, these guys are actually not that stupid. Like, these clones, for some reason, are always, like, adapting to the battlefield, which is very strange. Normally, they don't do that on their own. Bit of a grenade goes off there. Nothing amounts of it. Alright, there's, like, 5 troopers left. Should we just yeet them on in there? Alright, you guys, y'all attack right here. We'll see what happens. Go, fellas. Okay, those clones were not on top of things. They all died. Wait, okay. Well, now we have to keep going. Okay. I guess charge on in this way. Go that way. See if you can flank these guys. Sure. Why not help Clyde out a little bit? Alright, well, they were ready for that one. He got butchered. The rest of his fellas did not join him in the slightest. They noped out of that situation real quick. Alright, how about you guys? Come through the front. Now that they think we're coming from the back, go through the front. It's brilliant. Oh, this guy's watching. Oh, they charge on in there. Little bit of shots off. They do get a kill there, and they get a grenade off. Another kill. But that's the end. That is the end. There is one trooper remaining in Clyde's army, and it was a prisoner who got himself locked in the box. Not a lot of MPs left alive in this battle, fellas. If we bring them all together here, there is maybe 15? Maybe a little less, 13, 14 troopers left alive for the military police. That's wild. Actually, there's 12. There's 12 to be exact. A very even battle throughout this whole thing. I am severely impressed by this battle, actually. If we look at the losses here, yellow are dead military police, red are dead Clyde troopers. Lots of dead for both sides all around, but Clyde's troopers did not manage to make it through. Which is surprising. I really thought they had it when they made it to, like, here. And then they crumbled, which is interesting. Not to mention the military police also kind of crumbled there, too. So, it's tough, man. It's tough. Either way, let me know what you think should happen in the third episode of this Clyde trilogy, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Comment down below what you thought of it and what you think should happen. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. By the way, I'll be on twitch.tv/dailytactics right when this video goes live, so if you want to join me there for some Star Wars Battlefront 2, probably, we'll be gaming for a couple hours there, and that'll be fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.